What's up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here with the one and only Jen Majura from Evanescence, Something on 11, and Solo Jen.
Solo Jen.
Jen M. So let's say you want to play something that has an octave on top, or so that you can play one line and hear two octaves.
Yes.
Is it better to play the part lower and add an octave on top, or play it higher and add an octave to the bottom? So we're going to try using this POG 2 from Electro Harmonics, and we're going into the Helix, the full Helix floorboard, which is actually the only one that I don't have. So it's nice. I really like the scribble strips. That to me is worth the little bit of extra money you'd pay for this over the LT. First of all, show them the sound that we're using, just the dry tone. So just a nice...
it's a Cali rectifier sound from the Helix, and all the amp sounds are from the Helix.
Yeah. So everything you just heard was just guitar into Helix direct. Sounds great. Just a nice basic sound. Now, I think it'd be easiest to do this with like a lead. So why don't you play me a lead, something that...
Something easy.
Perfect.
It's just
something that you can repeat so that we can go back. And then something you can play the same thing an octave lower and an octave higher.
Gotcha.
So what's cool about the POG specifically is that there's a -2 octaves, -1 octave, +1 and +2 octaves. Right now, we're just going to concern ourselves with the -1 and +1. Let's see what it sounds like when you play it in that octave.
Oh, here? Yeah.
And we add an octave down. That sounds pretty good.
It's good.
So now play it an octave lower.
I'll go down.
And we'll do pitch it up an octave. Huh.
It adds the frog again. It covers the sound a little bit more. Right?
Oh, so you think it has a harder time pitching it up than down?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to the other one.
Go back to the other one. I mean, I do like, okay, let's do it a little bit like here.
I wonder if it's because when you pitch it up higher, it's just a higher note, so we perceive it as having more high-end information.
Yeah, it could add some more some treble frequencies, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, and then go up. You know what, though? That sounds kind of fuller to me. I wonder if it's maybe because I have it up a little too much. Play it one more time. Go down again. Yeah. Go down an octave sounds better to me.
It does.
I mean, adding an octave down
sounds a little fuller. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Why? When you add octaves, you want to thicken up your sound, and that's what it does.
Yeah.
If you add the high frequencies, it's just like...
Part of the problem is that if you're playing a part really up high, you'll hit a limit whether you want to go up or down. Like if you're playing something that's really low, you can't play it any lower to pitch it up, so you have to pitch it down if you want an octave down.
Right, exactly.
So you have to go a certain way at a certain point, or if you're playing something up really high, you can't play it any higher than that to pitch it down.
Exactly. I think octave pedals are cool to just add to your sound a little bit more of mightiness or something. Not all the time, but they're fun to play with, but I am super happy with my little purple piano.
Yeah. Using a digital one like in the Helix, the tracking is usually really good. You can usually do more stuff. Like I've done some crazy octave stuff in the Helix.
Right.
You can do stuff like delay some of the octaves so it sounds more natural. So it's not like bang on, like, you know, you can have it play a little later.
Have you ever seen that, what is it called, elephant delay? It detunes. Like it's a stereo delay and it goes like,
oh my gosh.
So much fun to play with that device.
All right, here's what I want to try right now though.
Okay.
This has all of these different octaves. I want to turn them all on and see what happens.
What?
So now we have 4 different octave sounds.
it's 4 octaves at the same time now, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking mighty.
Play that same little thing. Da-na-na-na. You took my breath.
Yeah. Or Diamonds and Pearls. Can you also pitch it up 4 octaves? Does that work as well?
No. But if we turn this one on. Try playing up really high.
But it's only one note now.
Play it all the way up.
You want to destroy everything here?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. But
hit
it's
it harder. Hit it harder.
You hear the attack?
That sounds like a horror movie noise.
This is probably the highest note I can get out of my guitar. It's an A super high. It's too high. You can even. So everybody who's watching this video right now, if you have a dog,
it's freaking out.
You see the dog running right now. I can't hear the note. Like...
Oh my gosh. Please apologize to your dogs for us.
Sorry, dogs. Sorry.
I do think that we definitively answered the question.
Yes.
I feel like adding an octave down and playing higher sounds better than the opposite.
Absolutely.
I think it was pretty clear. At least with the Pog, might be different with other effects, but the Pog is like, you know, a pretty common octave pedal. I think they make 3 different sizes of it.
With the Helix, it doesn't matter if you play low and pitch it high or the other way around. It sounds great all the time.
That might be another video for another day, but I believe it to be true. Well, that's science. That's reasonably definitive answers from science. So you guys at home, you should try the same experiment for yourselves. I want to know if you get the same result because science is supposed to be repeatable.
And maybe it sounds different with other octave pedals. I don't know.
It might. Well, thanks to Jen so much for being here.
Thank you, Trey.
And for playing some music with us, doing this crazy experiment. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, mash that subscribe button, smack the bell for notifications, and drop us a like for more reviews and original content. Don't forget to follow Jen. Also, subscribe to her on YouTube. There's probably a little thing floating with her channel right now. And, follow her on all the social medias. And see her on tour with Evanescence whenever that happens, which is pretty often, I think.
We'll be back out on the road in July. Play 4 shows.
Hell yeah.
Come see us.
And we'll see you guys real soon.